Hello everyone, back again. This time I'm trying to do the tutorial. My friends like about getting his birthday and asked me for, I don't know, somehow he found the picture of Lino with his bunny hat. It is awful. And make sure your brain also attending this video. This is the thing. People can get through from the middle. Oh my god. But also I got the... For me, basically, crocheting a beanie is not really hard because you just like make a square and then you will sew it in the end. So it's just like a very repetitive to do, and it's depend on your yarn as well. So we will make a foundation chain. Just keep making chain until it reach 11 inch. So you make the chains and you keep counting your change, and I will tell you how many chains that I made based on my yarn, because this will totally different depend on the yarn that you use. So for mine I made 40 chains, and then don't forget, this is where you put your stitch marker, and then you already make one chain as the base and put your yarn, get through to the loop on your stitch marker, and then take one more yarn, and you have 3 loop now, and then get through them all together at once. Change your stitch marker on the first stitch. This will help you to balance your row so you didn't forget where you start. Then like doing the half double crochet again to the next loop in here. Put your yarn over, poke to the next loop, get through one more yarn, and then get through the 3 loops like that, and then keep doing like that again until you reach the first loop you made, the first loop or the first chain you made. I think my yarn is not the best option to show the tutorial because it's too sloppy, but I hope you still can get it. At least it's bright color, but it has like a very soft texture which embodied the design. And I finally reached the end. Once you reach the end, like you put one chains and then you turn it over and you keep doing the half double crochet but not get through the whole loop. Instead you only do the stitch on the back loop. Put your yarn over and then get through the first chain, take yarn and then pull over to the last 3 loops, and then you make one chain and then you turn over, and you can start to put your stitch marker here. Sometimes it's easier. Here, and then you put your yarn over and you see these 2 loops. You put, this is the front, this is the back. You put on the back only, get through, then take your yarn, doing the half double crochet as usual, pull yarn over, go to the next back loop, then pull it over and get through the 3 loops, and just keep going until the end chain. As you can see, this is the ribbing technique. See, they already make the texture. Now on the last of second row, put your yarn, get through to the last back loop, and then pull the yarn over and pull it over again through the last 3 loops, and then you make 1 chain, turn over, you put the stitch marker, and in this row you also only do half double crochet through the back loop. You keep doing like this, row, turn over, row by row, until the length from here to the next rows and rows can fit your hat circle. I made cookies, matcha with peanut butter. It's just like so big. So this is like 46 half double crochet with 52 rows. Just keep adding the rows until you feel like it fits your hat like this. I think because it's ribbing, you know, you have to consider the fact that it's ribbing. It's gonna be expand more than you expected, so don't make it too loose because it's gonna be loose more later. It's like accordion. And now we're gonna do the stitch to assemble this. There are just so many sewing techniques that you can look up through the YouTube and everywhere else, but this is how I do the assembly. So, and this is also gonna be the way you find out that do you even do the stitches right? Is this, do you have the same quantity into each row that you made? So I'll put it together like this, and then I pull the yarn a little bit bigger in here, and then put my hook, get through the first one, taking the yarn over, then I pull the yarn, and then go through the 1 slip. But since this is, you know, this already start from this one, but this one is like from the edge one, so I would like to redo it again, get through again to the same loop, but this time instead of the edge where the yarn come from, I go to the first loop and then pick up again the yarn. Now you have 2 loops and get through it again. So the next one's gonna be the second stitch, and the second stitch as well from here. Pick up the yarn, get through together, yeah, like this, and then same goes for the next stitch. Third here, also third here, get through, and get through together. Fourth here. Because I feel like it looks good, so like almost similar to the previous stitch. So sometimes I didn't even turn it upside down anymore, but is it also up to you? Fit check. Then we're gonna sew these. For closing the beanie, you just put the yarn over with the needle, and then you go over like tracing, just randomly get through. Or if you want like every this part, the one that was coming to the surface, and then you scrunch it to pull the yarn like this. You can just randomly, sew it together as long they just try to make it neat. After like you tied it the way you're liking, and then you can check by turning it up again and see if it's already closed or nicely, not popping up. If you already like it just the way it is, or you can always sew more if you doesn't feel like, oh, I need more clothes or whatever it is. So for the bunny part, it's actually a little bit tricky. Make a 40 foundation chain. So you make one chain and then you start making half double crochet into the 14 or the last chain that you made before, the one that you put stitch marker there, and then you put the half double crochet again into the next loop. Keep doing that until you have the last 3 chains. So you have 3 last chain in here. You will put 2 half double crochet into these 2, and then in the last one in here we're gonna put 4 half double crochet. Four, and then in these 2 loops 2 half double crochet again, and then we will gonna put 1 half double crochet into each loop until you find the end. After you got the last loop on the other side, then you put 1 chains, and then you turn around and you only put the half double crochet on the back loop only, just like you do on the beanie. And then you put the stitch mark, The last one, put it on the back, chain one, turn over, and only in the back loop. Give the stitch marker again. So before, since the first round, second round, third and fourth and fifth, wearing 2 half double crochet into 6 loops, and for the fifth one you just gonna need 4 loops. Just pick randomly between the shaping. So for the 7th round, we're not gonna increasing, we're just gonna do the 1 half double crochet into each loops. And for the round 8, since as you see it's laid to flat, so we're gonna do the decreasing between this area. So you pick 8 loops and you decreasing every each 2 loops, make it into 1. Put your yarn over, what is it? Put your yarn over, hook, take it, get through the 2 loops, and then put yarn over again, go to the next loop, take it, get through the first 2 loops, and then you have 3 loops, get through it all together. This is decreasing double crochet stitches. Then you go with the usual one. As you can see now, it's a bit rounded. So here's the result. See, it's floppier, and I think it's already good enough later. No, as the ear. And when you're finishing with the slip stitch, don't cut too short the yarn, because probably good for the sewing part later. Now you lay down all the panels and setting up where the ear parts you're gonna stick it. My advice is finding the lower part of the ribbing to hide it a bit better and make it look neater. Use the stitches marker as your guide and just sew it